Anime is not for everyone. It's arguably a newer form of media that I think as time goes on, it's getting more and more popular. But it's definitely not for everyone. However, I'm a fan. I mean, of good anime, but I love movies. And one studio that's always got me is Studio Ghibli. Studio Ghibli's doing this fest of their classic movies and other movies throughout this year. So I'm going to see a bunch of them. And so I just went and saw Pompo the Cinephile. And I don't know what else to really tell you about it besides that it's not going to waste any time. Not going to spoil anything. Let's jump straight into the cons. This film feels a little snobby. Honestly, probably kind of like how I come across as a cinephile, quote unquote. A self proclaimed movie critic. Um, this movie's highlighting the movie industry's hypocrisies and tropes and so forth. Um, but it's showing itself as better than that, in my opinion. There's nothing wrong with it inherently because it is better. Um, but it still feels like a little high and mighty. There's an air of royalty around this film as it sees itself better than others. Also, while the story is unique, the plot's a little simple. Um, it's anime. You can you can go a little far with anime. And maybe they didn't want to. Maybe they wanted something simple and to feel more realistic and something that normal people, I say normal people, the normal public would go see. People aren't going to go see, Princess Mononoke and other Studio Ghibli films. But they would go see this, maybe. Probably more so than others. Again, there's nothing wrong, though, I think, with that simple plot. Maybe I just wanted a little bit more now that I think back on it. But for the pros, they've got quite a few. One, absolutely gorgeous, jaw-droppingly vibrant in every sense of the word. I mean, it to the point that I need to watch this movie back to truly appreciate the animation that they put into this. It's unreal. The colors, I mean, they're just so, I said vibrant already. They're deep and they're, exciting and they highlight, one hard part about live action is I think really setting the scene, and it has to be perfect. I mean, if lighting's off, if the camera's off, just I mean a little bit, it can really ruin immersion. And that's something anime doesn't have to worry about in the sense that it is just artwork. I mean, it's animation. It can be finely tuned and crafted and perfected. And they did a fantastic job here. Also, they make perfect use of most anime elements. Um, I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm going to limit what I say about a lot of them. But um, the movie's about a cinephile or about movies and whatnot. And there's a couple scenes where they're talking about editing a movie. That's stuff serious. I mean, it's you're in for a ride. I mean, it's those scenes are very enjoyable. Also, the characters, they all feel perfect. Everyone from Pompo to Jean, I mean, everyone's completely unique. It's an anime. I mean, they it's different from live action films. And I keep saying that, and it's obvious, but it's every character is in their own world and is their own unique individual, very much so. Whether it's from size to hair color to, I mean, it's so much different than when you have, I don't know, I don't even want to draw comparisons, but when you have two humans standing next to each other and two anime characters, obviously it's very different. Um, I do want to highlight that there was a foreword in this movie. Um, and the creators talked about some of the struggles they had with making this film. One, they never went to Hollywood. And so they're taking a lot of their information from friends and people who had visited and just references. And I think they did a great job. Live action's not their forte, and they still did great work in the sense that this feels kind of live actiony, like a slice of life, I guess, anime. Um, they also, while they weren't here and they didn't go to Hollywood and they aren't typical like filmmakers in that sense, I appreciate their references to films. Like it's as someone who loves movies as much as I do, I enjoyed it. I understood. I think most of them. I think a rewatch is needed, but strong work. I think it was a solid attempt that was successful in most parts. Also, for people who haven't seen the movie, who want to see the movie, um, this will only make sense once you've seen it. But the movie's exactly 1 hour and 30 minutes. Perfect. Perfect 95% of the time, but 100% perfect in this film. In all, I think this is a fantastic film that should be watched by everyone who appreciates anime. Really and truly. I mean, it's solid. I enjoyed it way more than I think I anticipated. Um, as a self-proclaimed movie critic, I think you have to give it a 7.5. I think that's a very fair evaluation for one. It's anime, so you're already alienating a large portion of your crowd. Um, and there's some things I think missing in the film, but personally, I'd give it like a 8.5 even. I loved almost every part of it. I will for sure own it on DVD when it comes out. It's a gorgeous film. Sure, it could have had more depth, but it's a gorgeous anime. The animation is truly next to almost none. It's amazing to see how far we've come in the years of like Cowboy Bebop or My Neighbor Totoro, and you're looking back at older films and now you and shows, and now you look at now where we're at. Oh my gosh, this movie's good. I definitely recommend it. Truly, I think it's such an easy watch for every age group, um, and everyone can find enjoyment. So I would watch this one. I don't think I recommend probably too. I don't say to watch too many films here. This one's worth it. Very much enjoyable, very just lighthearted and relaxing, kind of a slice of life movie. Uh, Also, in the same vein, if you haven't now, you should check out, Studio Ghibli Fest or whatever it's called, something along those lines. I'll start showing some right here and y'all can follow along and see. I've got tickets to the rest of the movies being shown this year, and I implore most of you, if you have not seen the Studio Ghibli films, even some of them, grab tickets, go see them. Every theater I've been in has been completely empty. It's been so nice. Truly, legitimately completely empty. I was the only person in the theater for Pompo the Cinephile. Go see them. They're fantastic films. Movie theaters need your money. Get out of the house and go watch it. They're good. They're good. But anyway, that'll be it for this week. Next week's the big one. Um, Top Gun is finally coming out. Um, by the time I post this, I've probably already seen it and should be uploading it the week after this one comes out. But anyway, thank you all for your time, feedback, and everything in the comments. Let me know what I'm missing, if you liked it, if you saw it, if not. But give me feedback. I'm trying to improve my channel and my content. So appreciate you all. Thanks for the love and support. I'll see you on the other side.